Well, it happened again. Donald Trump has won again. Congratulations on the victory. Primarily, the MAGA wing of the Republican Party went out and voted for the New York billionaire from an elite family, pictured here with Jeffrey Epstein, by the way, who was behind Operation Warp Speed, which facilitated quicker COVID vaccinations. Rush might be the better word depending on who you're asking, who also praises Xi Jinping with words that even my girlfriend doesn't use to describe me, who is now also closely associated with Elon Musk, the man who is responsible for revolutionizing mass scale of electric vehicles and wants to implant chips inside of you. That being said, I do want to watch some of the reactions to Donald Trump's victory post-election, as I've already seen some interesting reactions from MAGA since Trump's victory. So let's get right into it. If you end up enjoying the video, hit the like button, subscribe for more content similar to this, and leave a comment in the comment section down below regarding anything about the election or some of these reactions we're about to watch from some of these MAGA commentators. Let's start here with Benny Johnson, good old Benjamin Johnson. I really do miss the days that Benny was on Tenet Media, and it's such a shame what happened, and I really hope he can find something else that's similar to it where he can just give his amazing political insight. Our good friend Benjamin has more than 2 million subscribers. He's another victim of censorship and not having the ability to reach an audience in our communist system. And let's just say that good old Benjamin Johnson, from what I've seen, does not spend much time researching different talking points he has before he spreads them around. Okay, so let's look through Benny's channel. Oh, here we go. Video titled, Trump delivers world peace just hours after historic landslide win ? Ukraine and Israel wars over. Wow, I had no idea Trump's already delivered world peace. After thousands upon thousands of years of human beings having conflict, Donald Trump has somehow delivered world peace. I can't wait to find out how. Let's see.
Sworn in, he's president-elect right now, but look at this. Houthis say Trump can improve the U.S. economy, ending war in Gaza, promise to de-escalate their assaults on the globe, calling for a ceasefire, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, wow. This is an Iran-backed militia group.
Okay, so now Benny just read the headline of an article from Newsweek, spent a few seconds scrolling through it, and said, promise to de-escalate their assaults on the globe, calling for a ceasefire, ladies and gentlemen. Really now? The Houthis are promising to de-escalate and calling for a ceasefire right after Trump's victory? You know what? I want to know more about this. I really want to learn about this. So let's look into this, okay? So this is it, okay? This is the article by Newsweek. So let's, take a minute to look through the article and, read through some of it. Yeah, Okay, yeah. Nowhere in this article is it mentioned that the Houthis promised to de-escalate their assaults on the globe. If you read the article, there's a line here that states, we believe that Trump will not fulfill his commitment to Arab voters and supporters of Gaza, whom he promised to stop the aggression on Gaza, but reality will answer that. The Houthis are not unconditionally surrendering or calling for a ceasefire right now. They've said since the beginning they want the war in Gaza to stop and end, and after that they will stop their attacks on ships in the Bab el-Mandab Strait and the Red Sea once the war in Gaza ends. Those are the demands of the Houthis, so where the hell did Benny just get that statement he just said, promised to de-escalate and calling for a ceasefire? Where did Benny get that from? I have no idea. He literally just made that up. On a side note, one thing I just want to point out to you, it's actually pretty funny if you look at it. If you look at Benny in his videos, just look at the tabs he has open in his browser. For the most part, it's just tabs of X. Different pages of X with different tweets. This is how Benny forms his opinions. This is how and where he forms his opinions and thoughts, from X.
Hamas calls for immediate end to war after Trump election win. Wow, would you look at that? Senior Hamas officials called for an immediate end to Israel's war against the groups in Gaza Strip, plan to achieve Palestinian statehood, and calling for peace. The election of Trump as 47th president of the United States is a private matter for Americans, says a Hamas bureau chief, but Palestinians look forward to an immediate cessation of aggression and peace in Gaza. Oh, wow.
Oh my God, another Newsweek article. Okay, this one titled, Hamas calls for immediate end to war after Trump election. Okay, so let's look at this. The insinuation here is that now that Trump is elected, Hamas is all of a sudden now asking to end the war. This also presumes that Hamas has not called to end the war before, making this special. But that's the thing. Hamas has called to end the war multiple times since it started. Hamas has wanted a ceasefire for a while now, but Israel has not been willing to accept any of Hamas's demands or agree on a ceasefire yet because neither side has been able to agree on a deal that works. Now, will Benny mention this? Is he going to mention that Hamas has tried to call for a ceasefire and has wanted to end this war multiple times since it started? Of course not. He's trying to craft a narrative here by leaving out a lot of additional information and context, framing this in a way that makes it seem like Hamas, all of a sudden, for the first time since this conflict has started, is calling for a war to end now, just after Trump's victory, because Trump got elected, is very misleading.
Donald Trump is going to be calling Vladimir Putin. Donald Trump has expressed that he wants there to be no more death and that he wants world peace in the Ukraine war. For a quick deal, an end to the war, Donald Trump will seek a swift end to the war. Vladimir Putin, in a phone call, apparently Donald Trump will make a phone call to Putin as quickly as possible. Tell the Russian president he needs to stop the war.
This right here is a nothing burger. This doesn't mean anything at all, okay? All this says is that Trump is hoping to end the war and will call Putin soon. That's it. Nothing else. Putin has already stated some of his demands he has to end the current war, and Trump might meet them to end it. But Benny continues to craft a narrative with nothing.
Look at this. Donald Trump has been elected president for 2 days. President-elect. Steve Madden is halting all manufacturing in China. Hamas has called for an end to the war in the Middle East. Iran-backed Houthis have announced a ceasefire. And Putin says he's willing to work towards world peace. Steve Madden's earnings call Steve Madden, because of the tariffs, will now move their manufacturing to America.
Oh my god. This is the level of research Benny does for his videos, okay? A post on X. All of these posts from X. Alright, so let's see this post. Steve Madden planning on reducing manufacturing in China. Now, that is true and being reported. However, Steve Madden says they've been planning this for some time now and are planning on shifting sourcing to other foreign countries like Vietnam, Mexico, Brazil, Cambodia, hashtag America First. Will Benny mention that? No, he won't. Of course not. Bravo, Benjamin. Using X to shape your worldview, do your research. It's amazing. Great job. I really clap my hands to you. Using it to craft narratives and push it out to the world. It's amazing. God bless Tenet Media. Benny Benjamin Johnson spends the rest of the video going through more tweets on X. I swear, I've never seen this many tweets open on X before. It's unbelievable how many tabs this man has open from X. So he's going through more tweets on X saying the same thing. We have Jake Paul here repeating this misinformation. Jake is spreading it to millions of fans and people who probably consume his content without taking any time to verify if these things are true. This video consists of Benny reading headlines and posts on X to push the narrative that Trump has struck such fear, such fear, he's Batman, to our adversaries that they all of a sudden want to work towards peace. Great video, Benny. Great research. You did an amazing job. X, great source of information. You did a great job reading past headlines and giving your viewers additional context. And as always, whenever we make a video about Benny, Tim Pool, Dave Rubin, or any of those people, we always have to say this. God bless Tenet Media.